It's me, Arakasu TM. It's been a long time since I've vlogged outside. It's kind of been a big reason for that. Excuse me. Well, one, I don't need to express. I don't know. I always feel like if I'm gonna be outside, I might as well be outside all the way, not really necessarily sitting on my balcony. Because who knows, you know? What is it? Who knows who could be listening? Ooh. But I wanted to start this up because I just felt like talking. Cause I don't know. After that Celeste stream that I did way earlier today, a couple hours ago now, I just had some things while I was watching some Undertale comic dubs, just on the side, laying down, chilling. After a bit, I don't know. A part of me just, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to tip you guys over. Apologies for that. I don't know. A part of me kind of feels a certain way. Like, I'm excited. I mean, I'm ecstatic. Have y'all seen the freaking, part 6 of my Celeste series, man? Going on to chapter 8 now. Even though chapter 7 was like the end of the base game because it was the summit, it was the toss point in the mountain. That was certainly something. But I don't know. Part of me felt after Celeste and Resident Evil, because I did Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem, the newest Resident Evil game. I did that, which I thought it was fun. What I played was all right. But hey, what's up, Lucas? How you doing, man? Glad to see you here. A part of me is like, but seriously though, on a real note, right? You like the outside? I'm back on the balcony because the hole in the roof underneath for my neighbors finally got patched out, so that's kind of cool. Well, not finally, but it's been patched out for a while now. I just haven't found any time to decide to do one of these. I'm doing good. How about you? How are you doing? I'm doing good myself. It's just that I got a lot on my mind, like, one of the things on my mind is like, and that's really not been eating at me, like not in a depressive sort of way, but just sort of like been eating at me a little bit. And, or it's not, I wouldn't say eating me. Eating me means it's been stressing me out, it's been making me think different or whatever. Whatever people like to say, Hey, Nicholas, welcome to stream. I was gonna say, like, man, ever since I been playing video games for like the longest time, one thing I feel like that's always bothered me, or has been bothering me for a pretty long time, is every day I play, or every time I play, regardless if it's a single player joint or multiplayer joint, or like I'm talking with friends while playing, or maybe I'm playing with them, or brothers, sisters, however you want to call it. It always feels like each game I play, no matter what it is, it feels like it's, what's the right word? It feels like it always feels like it's overstimulating for me. It always feels like it's too much for me, And earlier today, I was looking into why that is, because I'm laying there watching comic dubs because I'm tired of it, I'm tired of fucking, because I take showers every day now, all right? It used to not be like that. I used to shower like less than every day. You shower like, I don't know, like once or twice a week, something like that. It was something like that. I don't remember my own shower schedule outside of what I've done recently. But it seems like every single day, I go live on stream, or I play something for you guys, or I don't play something for you guys. I always tend to, I don't know the right word. I always tend to freak out. You know, not like freak out in like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I am freaking out. I am getting mad. I am getting angry. I am feeling a bunch of things, but I don't know. It's like even when I felt like I understood my body during gameplay, or how I would react subconsciously during gameplay, because basically for a long time I have been sweating through the armpits. I think I might even start sweating now because of the environment, and the shirt is just kind of hot in general. But I sweat a lot when playing video games. Sorry, I don't know what was there. There was like some black thing or something. I don't know what. But I sweat a lot when I play. You know? What in the Dollar Tree store is going on here? I'm talking about myself. That's all I'm talking about, bro. Welcome. You know? But I sweat a lot. Like, so much so that it's annoying. That after every gaming session, I gotta go take a shower. You know? And it's not because, oh, he tryhards every video game he plays. No. It's not like that. You know, it's not me going in there, you know, tryharding. Because I know there's a lot of people that just say, oh, dude, when you sweat playing video games, you try hard. No, it's different, you know? It can be, and I just don't get it, personally. You know? I don't get it. Because I thought, hey, you know, maybe if I tell myself, so every so often / every time I play, Alan, it's just a goddamn video game, you know? You know, it's just a goddamn game. No need to stress. No need to worry. What is going on here, right? And I don't know. Like, I thought by telling myself it's not stressful. I'm not saying it would end my stress or anything of the sort. I'm not trying to say that it won't make me reach that point. But I've always tried to tell myself the past couple of months going into this year, it's really not that big of a deal. You know, that I'm stressing out on these things. Mid-session, by the way. Not after session, mid-session. Mid-gameplay session. Mid-gaming video. Mid-gaming stream. Mid-whatever the fuck I'm doing. You know? I've been trying to tell myself that it's not that serious. It's not that bad, but I don't know, bro. Like, I really don't know. And it's been, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it. Because, you know, I've been telling myself this for a long time, and yet, you know, it still comes out of the armpits, yet it's still like the face, or yet my body, or maybe a mixture of all those things gets me all sweaty and gross and grotesque and all that shit. And I'm really starting to hate it again. You know, like the idea of me sweating my ass off during a gameplay session when it's not that serious. But my body treats every game like I'm in, like, apparently fight or flight response. You know? And let's say this, I don't know, it's let me go inside. Let's go inside. Here. Let me go inside, y'all. I don't know why. But a part of me is just not feeling okay talking about it out there. anymore. Part of me just wants to come inside and talk about it and sit down, where I do all my other videos, right in this seat. But back to what I was saying, I don't know, man. A part of me doesn't feel... I feel good when I play. That's the thing. Even when I feel good when I play. Like when I... when I'm, having fun with everybody, I still sweat my ass off. And I'm really annoyed of it. And I don't know what fucking triggered it. And I know Google says it's multiple factors. There's your hormones are going off the walls. Your excitement levels are good. Your energy levels are good. It's normal. But I don't know why I don't feel... I know it's not the worst thing, but it's annoying to me. Because that means every day, right? I have to, I don't know. And it's just not right to me, it feels like. Because it feels like whenever I want to do something fun that I think is fun, right? I do it. I do the activity, right? And then it ends up being too much for me anyway. It feels like the only thing I could really do without really sweating my ass off is staying mute, staying quiet, not using a lick of my fucking energy, and just chilling over there on the bed watching Undertale comic dubs or whatever on YouTube for a couple of hours. And seeing that sometimes that's my only way to be really relaxed or chill, right? Without something in my body going off as a response, because apparently when I put on a fucking video game and I play it, platformer, sports game, shooter, whatever on stream or even off stream, just whatever to test the fucking waters, everything just starts coming out of me. And it's been on my mind all day, wondering, man... It's funny, because even when I tell myself to stop thinking about it like that, stop thinking, don't say the word stress, because maybe your brain will start believing it, and then my whole body will start to react. No, it doesn't matter. It will subconsciously do it anyway, because of how tense the game is, or how tense the situation that I got myself in is. And I'm already not good under pressure. Under pressure, I'm already pretty awful. I don't perform well under stress or under any sort of pressure by somebody else or whatever and all that other sort of stuff. I'm not good at that. So, of course, I'm going to freak out by that. And I don't know. And I remember I've been going on and on and on about this for years with Renee YT, with Lubid, with my dad, or... not with my dad. Fuck, I keep doing it, don't I? I keep doing it. And I don't know what it is, right? But it's kind of getting in the way. See, the thing is, getting in the way, I feel like that's a strong word. I feel like it's messing with me a little bit. The more I think about it. And obviously, yeah, I could just stop thinking about it and let life go on. But a part of me is tired. Of always sweating my ass off when I have a good time hanging around my friends. Or just sweating because I'm, doing something with them in-game and stuff. Even when I'm not gaming with them, it's fucking annoying to have to deal with, oh no, I'm going to sweat my ass off, therefore my body is going to subconsciously think we're going to go in the fight or flight response. Oh boy, it's life-threatening. My body thinks it's life-threatening whenever I do something remotely exciting or not exciting for myself or enjoyable for myself, And I don't know if it's because I have, and some people may be thinking, maybe Alan, you're streaming too much. Maybe you need to take more than a week off. Maybe you need to take a year off of streaming and stuff like that. But that's what I love to do. Yet, I love streaming. I love hanging out with friends. I love doing all those things. But yet, it feels like it's too much for me. And I don't understand, or I can't understand, why the fuck is it too much, for my body to handle? What did I do? And, this is just random, but what did I do to my body, my own body, to make it this way? Maybe it's because of how underdeveloped I am. I have no fucking idea, right? I don't. I really have no idea. And I know, and then I probably should be talking to a doctor, like not a psychologist. Well, maybe a psychologist or something. Maybe a psychologist or a fucking doctor, but I don't like therapy and all that other sort of bullshit, I don't really like going over there and doing that, especially how much it is a session. Like, that's ridiculous. And I don't even think we have one in our area. But my point is that it's been bothering the fuck out of me. And I know it doesn't really, I'm not sure if it bothers Chris all that much, but it bothers me a lot. It bothers me a lot that I sweat every day. And keep in mind, me and Louis, we share a fucking room, all right? So every single day that I go on live playing little video games for you guys and stuff, like Mario Party or Wii Sports and no, I'm not mad at you guys or anything. I'm just fucking tired of this, right? It's every day my brother has to wake up, smells like Alan in here, or it smells like shit in here, I just want a fucking day, it feels like, where I don't stink at all. I don't sweat at all. I don't make this room smell like something it doesn't need to be, I'm tired of fucking reeking every single goddamn day. Every day. And I know some people might be telling me, wow, there is such thing as deodorant. Get this, right? And that's true. There is deodorant. I could always just put on deodorant. But that only solves the problem, like, temporarily. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't solve it permanently. It doesn't solve it permanently. It really doesn't. It only solves it temporarily. And plus, after that day, let's say, depending on what it is, right? I don't know, man. Like, I put the deodorant on, right? Under my underarms, and I do this stuff properly. And it doesn't stink for a bit, but I'm telling you, it's going to stink later on because of how much energy I'm outputting or how much energy I'm using. I bet even raising my voice even for like 5 seconds is a problem or something. Is this filmed on a prison vigilation camera? No, it's my freaking tablet camera that goes all over the place with quality. Sometimes it's phenomenal, sometimes it's AIDS, sometimes it's something in between. I have no idea how to describe it. My camera sometimes, my tablet camera anyway. It's whatever it wants to be. And when me and I love drinking juice and stuff, man. It's really good stuff. I might finish this cream watermelon stuff today. But, and I've talked to, I've talked to my dad, I think, about this issue. Because it really is a genuine issue that I'm having with my body and all the sweating and all the other stuff, right? And, hold on, let me read the comments real quick. Wow, it freezed for a little bit right when you said it. It goes all over the place. I mean, yeah, it really does go all over the place. I'm not lying about that. But, it really does. That's why, PlayStation streams are a little better. And maybe when I stream, I don't know, just something that just isn't my device. I mean, might be because my device is really old, That's probably why the camera is not up to snuff like everybody else's stuff. Plus, I don't think tablet cameras are ever going to be up to snuff. Up to modern day stuff. But anyways, I talked to my dad about this, and I thought maybe it's the shit I'm eating is a big reason why I always smell bad every goddamn day after every goddamn live stream I do, right? Maybe it's a mixture of what I eat, and maybe it's because Ronnie was saying it. Maybe it's a mixture of what you eat and then like and stress. Maybe it's both of those things that are causing this whole issue to kind of spiral out of control, right? And I don't know. Maybe Ronnie is onto something because American food, for the most part, does have a lot of shit put in it in comparison to other places around the world. Which I was literally having a conversation with Louis about. With my aka Louis, aka my brother about it. About hey Slurp, what's up Slurp? How you doing? I was talking to my brother about the foods that we eat. You know, like reflect how bad or reflect how we're gonna smell and stuff, right? And if that's the case, I eat a lot of meat, I eat a lot of breads, I eat a lot of cheeses, I eat a lot of fruits too. So I don't know what the fuck. And I thought $10. What? You feel like $10? I don't know if that's a good or a bad, but anyways, it's just I don't know how to feel. It's just annoying having to constantly deal with that, guys. Like, constantly sweating every day. Donated. Someone donated $10? Because I don't see it on the stream thing at all. Here, let me see. If someone did... Okay. Strange. My whole stream crashed when I tried to go to... Okay. Well, that's certainly something. Okay, so I tried seeing what you were talking about $10 dono. Oh, there it goes. Now I see it. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube, but, thank you for the $10 donation. You didn't have to do that. What are you saying? No $10. What am I saying? I'm talking about, like... my body, you know, like how I basically sweat every day by doing little meaningless tasks such as gaming, such as interacting with the homies through, you know, the PlayStation or whatnot and all that other sort of stuff. You know, that's what's going on. And plus, I can't update my chat. Every time I go to the membership chat in my thing, the stream crashes, so I don't want to check that out. But thank you for the $30 dono. I appreciate it. I see it now, or $10 right there. Thank you. Maybe it'll update to 30 later on. I have no idea. But thank you for the $30 if it's there. Got you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try to update the app and all that other sort of stuff after this. But, yeah, it's just so annoying. Like, just picture yourselves, like, being me for a little bit. And almost every conversation you have, like, having a good, what the hell? Hold on. Oh. My dad's back. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. Didn't know that until just now. Oh, well, he's still on it. But anyways, yeah, it's just so annoying, and I don't know how to... what's the right words, man? I don't know how to, I don't know how to deal with it. I mean, I know how to deal with it. I mean, obviously I could ignore it, right? I could ignore the sweating and not worry about it. But again, picture yourselves in my shoes. Every day, almost every friendly conversation, it's not like aggressive or anything, but every really good conversation you have with your best mates or something like that, you just sweat like uncontrollably. You just sweat like crazy. You know, through the armpits, through, you know, just body sweat or whatever. Or you could be gaming with them and you sweat, right? A part of me is really annoyed with that right now. Because it's just making me think that, man, something is, like, not fucked up with me, but it just feels like that sometimes, that there's something wrong. And I know, obviously, there's nothing truly wrong with me. You know, like, mentally or something, but it just feels that way. You know what I'm saying? It just feels that way all the time whenever I have fun. You know, it's like, I don't know how to say it. It, it, I'll be right back. Hold on. What's that box? Anyways. But,
I'm glad to be back.
yeah.
What do you got, man?
I'm live.
You're live?
Yeah.
Okay, do it, man.
I see. Nah, but anyways, what happened, man? Nah, I'm just spewing stuff, man. Oh boy. Gotta deal with that now. But, what is it? Because I was just talking about how it feels like I can't really. I mean, I can. Alright, let me try to sum this up, right? I can't really. Excuse me. I can't really have too much fun without sweating a lot. You know? Like, really, really have fun. Like, I have to do the bare, it feels like the bare minimum, you know. It, oh God, you know, it feels like I have to do the bare minimum to be, I mean, to be fine, to be, I mean, I'm not trying to say it's complicated. Or I'm making it complicated because I can't speak properly right now, or at the moment I can't speak. But that's honestly how I feel at the moment, is that I can't have too much fun without sweating, or maybe subconsciously stressing myself out, or whatever, you know, by doing the things that I like to do. And it is kind of annoying. You know, again, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, that it's annoying that I have to constantly kind of go through this, like on a regular, everyday basis. I think I'm even sweating a bit right now, just kind of continuing the conversation, since I'm starting to kind of, my body's starting to catch up, at least in, it's a whole thing, but, something, but man, it's just annoying that I have to deal with that on a regular basis, and I don't know, I don't know a proper solution to it. Like, I could think of many ideas on how to go about it. Because I remember I was also researching this a lot on Google, and they were telling me, you know, maybe, you know, go on more walks, you know, get out of the house a little bit more. And, by the way, thank you for the 5 likes. I appreciate it. Yeah, but, you know, get out of the house. Go walk somewhere. Go, touch the ground, feel being in the present, you know? And a lot of other methods that I was looking up on how to relax myself in...
Here you go, kid.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. How to relax myself in moments, because I have a lot of moments, right, where I'm not necessarily relaxing. I am having a lot of tendencies where I keep pushing myself beyond uh, my limits to kind of keep up, to kind of, I don't know, to kind of keep people engaged, or to kind of keep uh, myself engaged, or just to kind of keep something flowing. It's kind of weird. It's kind of something to explain a little bit, you know. And I know a lot of people tell me all the time, every day, that you don't need to push it, but I always end up pushing it because it's weird, because it's kind of like I want to, like, I mean, I want to do what I want to do every day, you know, upload every day and stuff, because that's what I want to do. I want to, you know, I want to be what I love to be every day. I love streaming. I love playing the game. I love doing all that other sort of stuff. But if it, you know, and we had this talk earlier too, if it stresses me out so much, you know, like what is the goddamn point, you know? Or not, it's not like more of what is the point, it's more of like, how do I find some sort of solution around my problem, and I haven't really found a permanent answer yet. Excuse me. And, again, it's just been in my head, rumbling in my head, like, for the past couple of hours. I was going to go back to being with Chris, and, because I said I would go back, but a part of me might just DM him right now, or later after this, and just probably cancel and say, nah, man, I think I just need some time, you know, on this one. Just so I can, like, not only just recharge my batteries, because a lot of people like calling it having a social battery today, which I don't really, it's complicated, because I don't really think of the term social battery or all that other sort of stuff. I just need a minute or a moment just to kind of relax, you know. And I know people have been telling me to relax too, but I don't know. I just don't want to. Sometimes it feels like I don't really need to relax at all. So if I can push one more stream out, then I would, or two more, or three more, because I got 24 hours in a day. I have literally all day to do whatever the fuck I please. And I want to use that time doing what I like, you know? You know, if it's helping my dad with something, if it's helping Louis with something, if it's just playing a game and streaming, or doing both of those things, then that's just what it is. That's what I want to spend my time doing. But I don't know, it seems like it's too much sometimes, and that makes me think, like, okay, well, if it's too much, then what the hell should I be doing? You know? And these were the things I was thinking about. Maybe, because my brain is, like, all over the place. You look like you listen to Hopeson and wear contacts. I don't wear contacts at all. I can actually see without glasses and stuff. My brother's the one that has glasses. But he doesn't do contacts, though. Why? Well, I mean, actually, Louis doesn't need them. Louis doesn't need contacts to begin with. Contacts or contacts. Because aren't contacts those little white or clear, like not super visible, like things you put in your eye so you can like see better instead of wearing glasses, right? But I swear that's what that is. But oh my god, my freaking head. But I just been in my own head a bit much. Usually I'm not in my own head too much because I learned that being in my head too much, and because a lot of people I would say like and I'm not gonna blame them for being in their own head, but sometimes being in your own head too much or too long and thinking about the whole negatives instead of like just kind of going on with what's in the present can really damage your character, and not only just your character but can really fuck you up in the long run, which is why I don't think too much about myself and about what I'm doing too much, because I know from past experience that that's what it will do. You're right, but it doesn't just help you see better, it helps you see entirely. Oh, I see. Like, it actually helps you see clearly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what contacts do. Yeah. Ah. Contacts almost felt like an ancient freaking word until someone brought it up earlier. Because, fuck my head. Head all over the place. I'm all over the place. But, just wanted to kind of do this little stream and just kind of talk about what's going on in my mind, on my membrane as of today. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Yeah, because I was just talking about how annoying it is that I reek every day, like every day without fail. And sort of tired of that. That's what I was talking about for the last 30 minutes here. Because, like, Louie's got to deal with it, you know? And, I'm not trying to say, like, ooh, you know. Well, it's, I don't know. It's like, I'm mostly tired of it. Tired of stinking every day, which is why I'm like, I got you. Yeah, it's like, I'm so tired. Tired of reeking every day. I have to change shirts. I gotta change underwear every day. You know, it's that. You know, it's funny. One of the reasons why I stopped wearing shirts was because I sweat every day, and because I sweated every day, and the only reason I wear shirts like a good chunk of the time, right, was because of the fact that what is it? I was on stream, and so even then, sometimes depending on how hot that day was, I would just not want to fucking or not drink. I meant wear a shirt. Like I just would not want to wear one. Like regardless, like dude, because it would be a mix of it's way too goddamn hot, like indoors and outdoors. But it's also like because I'm sweating a lot because of the activities that I'm pursuing. I mean, it's not just what you're doing sooner or later. It's just because it's too fucking hot out soon enough. Yeah. Or maybe like the cloth I'm wearing is fucking way too warm on my skin and it's just telling me to get the fuck out of it. You know? I don't fucking know. See, and this is what doctors are for, okay? This is how doctors could like check you out and then give you the best thing that, well, actually I would argue even then that's kind of subjective because I don't know, because most doctors, whenever you tell them issues like this or something similar or something way worse or something, they're always like first thing is to give you like medication or something or whatever like that. That's true. Some cloth of certain clothing is bothersome for certain situations or certain people's skins. Yeah, since we all have like, I mean, we all have skin, but it's all like, I don't know, different in some ways, I guess. I don't know. I can't really uh, describe it all that well. I'll get back on in a bit. I just wanted to kind of ramble on a little bit about this because I was just like in my own head, like, God damn, dude, about this whole sweating thing. Because damn, dude. Like, this right here is fine. You know, what I'm doing right here is fine. Not, I don't know, maybe it's multitasking, man. Maybe it's like I'm multitasking too much for my fucking brain to kind of just, like, do the thing or do both the things, and then I don't know. Because I remember, Ronnie, you brought up a good point saying it's kind of both. Maybe it's you're eating and maybe you're stressing, or I don't know. I don't fucking know. And honestly, what I was gonna say was, or way earlier, was like the solutions I had to uh, my problem was maybe I should just read more. You know, like get some good tunes in the back, like for my eardrums. Like get the headset I have over there. You can't see it, but it's over there and there on the bed, and start reading something. Because I remember, um, me and then we're having a conversation about wanting to, I don't know, better ourselves, and I don't think I've ever really taken the time, like these past couple of years, past 6 years or so, to really, well, I mean, I have been improving myself. I'm not gonna say I haven't, because that's not true. I have been for the past couple of years, slowly, at my own rate, at my own pace and shit. But I mean, like, in other skills, I haven't really been up in my game in terms of a lot of other things, such as different skills, like, excuse me, reading skills, cooking skills, and all that other sort of stuff. But it's, I notice I run into a problem whenever I talk about that type of stuff. Like, I talk about it, but I know how I work. Like, it feels like I need to be mega motivated to do it, And I'm usually not really mega motivated to do a whole lot of things. I mean, I am, but I'm also, like, not at the same time. Like, sure, I'm mega devoted to doing Celeste. Finishing Celeste, for example. I'm super devoted finishing that. But a part of me, because I'm devoted to finishing Celeste, like live on stream and all that other sort of stuff, like streaming related stuff, that's where I'm super into. But getting my skills up in other things outside of that just never really, I don't know if it's because I'm not ready for it yet. Mentally I'm not ready for it yet or something like that. I mean, most likely, right? And I'm just trying to deal with what I got going on right in front of me. Instead of dealing with stuff that's not in front of me, deal with the stuff that's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? A lesson to every kid out there. You know, uh, focus on what's in front of you, not what's ahead of you by 20 feet, by 20 steps. Focus on that when you get there, or something like that. I don't know how freaking other adults do it. You could also just be psyching yourself out. Psyching myself out? What do you mean by that? Trends to happen to the best of us. What? Throwing yourself off, basically. Oh. Shit, who knows? Who even are you? Arakasutiyum. A.K.A. Alan. A.K.A. guy who talks to the camera. Whatever you like to describe. Or think. I don't know. Shit. Whatever your brain thinks of, maybe, because that's the thing. You know, I just thought of this. For some reason, I just thought of this. All right, hear me out. Uh, I could haunt those thoughts and make you. Uh, okay, interesting. But I was gonna say, this is something that I was gonna say about this. Actually, whenever someone asks who you are, right? Everybody that you have met in your entire life, if we put them all up on a wall, let's spew them back here, right? Every single one of those people that you've met in your life at one point or another, regardless of if it was past, present, or future, can all describe you, right? Not in the exact same way. And I find that quite interesting about, I find that quite interesting because whenever one person describes me, another person is going to describe me in a completely different way. Or maybe some rando is just going to see me and be like, he's just a dude or something. That's a different opinion. That's a different perspective on me. That's a different viewpoint on me that you're going to see. You know? Like, I don't know why. I just thought of it. It was just, boom, my brain just said, bring this up for some reason. Talk about this, because that's just how it is. Because not everyone views everybody the same. Some people have... some people view you as absolutely evil or the worst person on the planet, a douchebag or whatever. Then you got those who like love and really care about you and really like you and really get along with you. You got people who just don't really care about you or whatever. It's just they're just shrug about you. Or you got the people who just don't know you and can't really think of much. It's kind of fits in those four categories in a way. Or maybe 5 if you want to count like hate or something. But I don't know. Everyone has a different experience with you. So whenever you meet up with people and experience things with people, try your best to... I don't know the right words actually. Because it depends on the situation you meet these people in. Like, if you meet them and they see you at your best, they're going to think of you, you're always like your best. But if they see you at your worst, they're always going to think of you as your worst and stuff like that. Or you're the worst or something like that. Or, I don't know, maybe if somebody's actually genuinely seen like all sides of you, then, you know, they can have like a more layered perspective about you than just a surface level perspective on you. Because... hold on. I don't even know what drink this is. This tastes like Sprite or something. The hell is Scary Maze on about? I have no idea. Yeah, no worries. I can't listen to this rambling anymore either. Alright, I'm gonna eat some pizza and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, peace. But, yeah, that's my owl. Hey, what's up? What's up, J-Bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Just kind of vlogging, just kind of talking, kind of going back to how I was a while ago, because I haven't done a vlog in so long. You know, because I actually realized I haven't done a vlog in so long, actually. You finally got the burritos with Wario? Hey, that's what's up, bro. Even though I think there was a skit about Wario finally getting his burritos like a year or 2 ago, so he might have gotten his stuff. Can you replace the Mario poster? With what? Not a fan of it. Oh. Might stay there, to be honest with you. I don't, actually, I probably should get, like, maybe not. Yeah. I'm not really itching for another poster, and I kind of like it up there. So it's gonna stay up there. You should play Demon's Crest. Yeah, you mentioned that last time, too. Mr. Wisdom, welcome. I don't know if I said that earlier, but welcome. Yeah. Maybe. Hello. Cassoon Cassandra Bellini. There needs to be one more poster. One more? Well, I mean, I have 3 on the same wall. I'm just covering it, as you can see. Because it kind of goes, my Mario poster, Naruto a little bit off to the side over there, and then One Piece right there. I could move my One Piece one right underneath the Mario one, actually. Have you ever played Metroid? Yes, I have. I played Metroid, not on the page. There was only one Metroid game I finished on the page, which was Zero Mission. But every other Metroid game I have played, but it was like off camera / off stream for review purposes, and not necessarily playthrough purposes and stuff like that. Not a lot of people. I mean, I know there's a amount of people. Pretty sure he's 24. Yeah, I'm 24. You actually got that right on the money. To fill that empty space. Yeah, I know. I don't look or maybe sound 24. No, Mario Day is coming up. Mario Day is coming. Blech. Mario Day is coming up. What? Wait. February end already? No. We're still in February. I almost beat Metroid Dread on Dread mode. Dang, you almost beat Metroid on Dread mode? I think Dread mode was like the hardest difficulty on Metroid Dread. How'd you feel about Ari Requiem? When I played Resident Evil Requiem, the newest Resident Evil, because I remember I told Chris about this like as soon as it was over, but near the end of that stream, you can definitely, if I died, would you come to my funeral? Maybe, I don't know. That's kind of a weird question to ask. We just met, you know? We just started talking here in a YouTube chat, so I'm not 100% sure yet, you know? But how I felt about Ari Requiem, to sum that up, right? To explain that, it was like a weird sort of, it was a weird sort of boredom. But it was okay. It was interesting, but it was boring all at the same time, like at the same time for me. Going through the game, it was like the same time. It was boring, but also scary. I know you'd be there for me in my darkest hour. Maybe. Turned one of my videos on. There you go. Stop insulting me. I beat RE9. It's one of the best games. It's one of the best games in a long time. Games have been trash. It's one of the best games of 2026 or just in general, because I don't know. I've never been much of a Resident Evil guy to begin with. That was more of like a what is it? Because I know people like this. I mean, I've said it, I'm guilty of it, saying that that's more of a, you know, damn it. It's more of a Louis game, or it's more of a Rene game. I don't like classifying it like that sometimes, because it's like, damn, it's more of a this person game when it's like more than just that person play it. But you know, fair point. I kind of usually get that like that way whenever I try to do something like with like what they play. Usually because of that, sometimes I usually don't really go out of my own element. Like I play what's in my box of cards, and if it ends up being like intertwined with what some of you guys like and stuff, then cool beans. But you know, Lemons is going to like it for sure. Yeah, Louis been playing it. He said he played it last night a little bit, and he had to keep it down because we were all sleeping and shit. So, but he said he really enjoys it. And Ronnie really enjoys it too. So I'm glad they both enjoyed the new Resident Evil game. That's sick. I saw Ronnie's stream of it. Oh, did Ronnie stream it on? Because I know he streams a lot more on Twitch. He mainly streams for Yeah, because he mainly streams it for Because what is it? Well, I mean, it's not my place to talk about it. Yeah, because I'm also like, this is another thing I'm really trying to learn how to do. Is I'm trying to learn I'm trying to not what is it? I'm trying my best not to spew everything because I have a tendency to spew every fucking thing or like just go on and on and on about because it is the truth. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking lie and be like that's why it happens or whatever. But I always go a bit more than what I should, in terms of explaining some things and whatnot about other people or about what other people have done or about other people's conversations. And I've had this talk with other people, and honestly, I'm not like up to here with it, but I'm just like, it's what happens. I just spew shit, So I get it out of my mind, out of sight, But some people have came up to me and told me that, for the love of fucking God, Alan, please do not do that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It just came out, Like the whole Ronnie situation we had back in, was it January? Not 2026, but earlier last year and shit, or shit that I've been through with Nick, or shit that I've been through with my dad, or Lubid. Actually, never mind. Lubid's not really. There's really not many issues I really have with Lubid because Lubid doesn't really either make me go on spewls or rants or long talks. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. At the same time, I don't know. Louis is kind of. He doesn't really make me. He doesn't make me spew about him much on stream. He really doesn't. But, did Ronnie bought it? Twitch? Ew, he streams on Twitch now? Well, Ronnie's always streamed on Twitch. He mainly streams on Twitch, so his... fuck, man. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck it. I might as well just talk about it. He mainly streams on Twitch, like, all the time, so that way his girl can see the gameplay. It's not necessarily for just himself. It's for him and his girl to enjoy the game together and stuff like that. And whatnot. It's that whole thing. That's why he's over there on Twitch more often than not versus YouTube.com. With the whole streaming thing. He streams on Twitch all the time. That's the main reason why. A lot of the time. Hey, I don't mind. I don't... Shit, that's a cool way to stream. You want to stream for a specific somebody? That's fucking dope. I'm not gonna hate him I'm not gonna hate him for that or anything. Or bash him for it. Shit, I think it's cool that he takes time out of his day to stream a lot just for one person. That's cool. But, no, but, Ronnie didn't buy... Well, yes, Ronnie bought it, but he bought it, like... Because basically, like, this is how it works, right? Is sometimes here or there, like, Louis would get paid, right? But what he would do is obviously, like, he'd pay my dad. And then everything else after that would, like, come second, Like, for example, like food for the house or like, like food for the house, his phone bill if he needs to pay it, and then everything else is just up in the air for what he wants to do with it, right? Like if I ask for specific snacks or something sometimes, or a game sometimes, Louis will go out of his way to get it for me, and I'm not saying he does it every single time for Ronnie, but he has done it a lot for Ronnie in the past, so there's a lot of things Ronnie gets because of you know, uh, fuck, you get it. That's what Louis does with his money most of the time. Deverdu. I don't know what the hell that means. I'll watch you since you're on YouTube. My goat, Al Borden. Hey, the thing is, I was gonna stream on Twitch. You know, I was gonna try to branch out and do YouTube and Twitch streams like every day. But, one of the biggest hurdles I had with Twitch was the whole phone number thing. And because Twitch wants you to have like a phone number like linked to the account and shit, they won't let me stream on there without some phone number. And I'm sitting there like, well, since I don't really have a phone of my own, and YouTube did the same thing, but Louis was nice enough to be like, hey man, here you go, you know. But anyways, you know, and Twitch doesn't like it, you know, as well as if you use like the same phone number for more than one account. So, and Louis already has a Twitch account that he barely uses. I barely use my Twitch to begin with because actually I don't even watch people on Twitch. It mainly is just YouTube and what my friends are doing and share screens and shit, and maybe Hulu and other places and stuff. But other than that, I don't really go to a lot of different social medias to watch shit. Matter of fact, I don't use a lot of social medias to post shit, which could be a potential problem one day. Because, you know, like, what if my fucking YouTube goes down or something like that? Not right now, but, like, what if it just eventually does or something? And great, now I have no, you know, other place to go. You know, that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people on YouTube have a Twitch and a Kick and a TikTok and a Twitter, you know, or X, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's the reason why all these YouTubers and social media influencers have multiple different platforms. So not only they can make money on more than one platform, but it's so that way if one of them goes down, they can go to the other platform to go do shit on, and it's not the end of the world for them. Or it's not the end for them, you know? So I think what they're doing is fucking smart in comparison to me, which is like I have like 2, maybe 3 social medias tops. YouTube, PlayStation, Discord, and then, like, those are the main 3. YouTube, PlayStation, Discord, and then Twitch I do have, so it's like 4 socials. I tried to keep my socials small since I used to do TikTok like a year or 2 ago, but I posted all my TikToks here on my channel now, so they're all up on here. All of my TikToks are up on here, so if you want to go check that out, you know, all that other sort of stuff, all my skits. They're mainly plush skits anyway, so they're in the all of my skits, all Alex TM skits playlist. They're all there. Oh, fuck, I didn't go to the mailbox today, huh? Well, then I might just have to get going down there, since I didn't check it. My bad for not checking that. I like the part where Finn said it's Finn time and finned all of his enemies in Adventure Time. I don't think I've even reached that moment in Adventure Time because all I remember in Adventure Time season 1, 2 were Flea. Actually, I don't even remember what season of Adventure Time I even was on. Maybe I should start taking some time and watching some more genuine shows versus just random YouTubers or comic dubs of Undertale or whatever for hours on end. But, I don't like stressing over it, you know? Because I remember, I think Void brought up a good point saying, man, when's the next movie review, man? You need to do movie reviews. And I was like, you're right. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I play a lot more than watch movies and shit. I'm not trying to say movies are boring, because movies are awesome, and TV shows are awesome. I just don't watch a lot of it because I can't. Because whenever I end up watching a show or a TV show or a movie, I feel like I have to, if I'm not making a short my experience video on it, like a short 30, 50-second video on it, what I would end up having to do, and I decided to do it in this format, like my experience stream on it instead, what ends up happening is I feel like I would have to like get a fucking notepad out and start describing some of the bits from the movie, because unless I do it like that following afternoon, like right after we watch the movie or a day or so after, I'm gonna forget like a lot of things from that movie, since I've been kind of living my life day to day, moment by moment, and not necessarily like fucking thinking about the past or whatever. So I tend to kind of forget what happens yesterday, or stuff, a lot of stuff from yesterday or the days before that, a lot of the time nowadays, or a good chunk of things. There's still a lot of things I do remember, especially if you get it hammered into my fucking brain. Then I'm definitely going to remember it, like certain topics or certain sayings or certain something. That shit will stick with me if it's said enough times over and over again. Like a lot of the stuff my dad says, I have it memorized. I know what's going to be talked about next. Or at least I know a decent chunk of what's going to happen next. Not like, I'm not saying, like, when me and Dad talk, it's like a predictable flow or anything. It's just I know, like, some of the talking points. Not everything, but I know some of them. And I'm here to listen. That's what I'm here for as a son. I'm here to listen. But, same with, like, what Louis says sometimes or what Ronnie says sometimes, since they hammer it in. It's a lot easier for me to remember something that's been hammered in multiple times than something that's said like once or twice and then it's just easily forgotten about or something like that. Because my brain is like, it's not wired in a way to only remember stuff that gets hammered in, but it's just weird. Some things go in one, out the other, or some things halt for a minute and then maybe get out. Because my brain is very different. Damn it, this is actually kind of good. But, wait a minute, I just realized this is Rising Cane's. Huh. I never had Rising Cane's. Is Rising Cane's good at all? Huh. I never had it. Oh, damn, I just realized, yeah, no, I have never had Rising Cane's, because isn't Rising Cane's like I ate cancer today. Wow. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that, to be honest with you. I really don't. I'm sitting here like, what? I don't know how to respond to that. Meant to say Cane's. Ah, Cane's. You ate Cane's? Oh, you had Rising Cane's today? Well, what does it even taste like? Well, I mean, obviously it's chicken, so of course it's going to taste like chicken, but is it even, like, all that good? Do you think it's better than KFC and other joints out, other restaurant, food places, joints? Because I might maybe one day go down and try it out myself. Maybe. Maybe make a video on trying that out. I don't know. Or maybe one day make a cooking video on a quesadilla or something. Because I remember Ronnie and I were talking about recently. And he was saying, like, hey, maybe you should do my idea live on stream for a cooking video someday. And I'm like, maybe. That sounds like an interesting idea. I like KFC more. You like KFC more? Okay. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Whenever I eventually try Rising Cane's, because I haven't tried Popeyes either, because I don't think I have it in my area. What's up with you saying that? Call Nick's what? Is that like a brain rot thing? I hope it's not. But, oh man. I've been talking about so much shit for the past hour. Most of it was just about my own body and how I'm annoyed with, sweating my ass off or something like that. And how annoying it is for me to be like... Because I think one of the reasons I'm mainly annoyed with sweating every day, right? Or every morning or whatnot. It's because it's just... I hate how it affects those around me. Like Lubit, for example, since he sleeps in here and and he's in here, right? I hate how it affects him a lot, you know, because I don't like seeing him like be like, I gotta deal with this, you know, because, you know, whatever, you know, Louis doesn't have to deal with it, you know, and I just kind of feel bad. It kind of makes me not want to play so much sometimes. In my mind, whenever I think about it or think about it too much, it makes me just not want to do what I normally do and just kind of just lay back and chill or something, or just like, fuck it, you know, or something, just so I can be done in like 10 minutes. I think that's why sometimes I do like certain things to avoid other things. Like, for example, I do like Undertale fan games or something on Roblox or something to avoid the stress of, okay, now I'm trying to deal with the pattern that I can barely fucking see, barely reckon. Okay, or something like that. Like, I try my best to avoid the triggers, you know, of my body, but they just come out sometimes. Or some days I just say, fuck it, let's just blast Celeste, you know, a game that's been. Speaking of Celeste, and I had no idea about this until I researched this because I was curious earlier. This happened way earlier today. Um, I found out that Madeline, the main character in Celeste, and the creator of Celeste are both trans. Can you believe that? I had no fucking idea. And I found that quite interesting because throughout the whole game, you know, Madeline just looked like a fucking girl. Like, there was no male features to her at all. I honestly, I couldn't even fucking tell. You know? And apparently the themes of the game as well, because this is also some of the themes of the game, was about how to deal with or anxiety, depression, and I think a couple of other things. Like, the game's themes are centered around, right? I think it's in like the levels themselves and shit. And I sat there and I was like, wait a minute. Mirrors? Like, because if we look back at the chapter titles in Celeste, right? Here, I'm gonna turn on the PlayStation just for this moment because I think it may be resonating with me. Because look at this. Hold on, let me log in first. Oh, I hope the TV isn't too loud. Oh, it's at 0, so you won't hear anything. Cool. Okay, let me log in real quick. Cause hold on, I think it might click with me that, wow, they actually were doing that the whole fucking time, and I just had no idea. You know, let me get on Celeste real quick. Who's trans? The main character in Celeste, Madeline, right here. Yeah. And this is like trans characters in the creator of the game too is as well. But I want to see like Celeste. All right, I'm gonna click into this. I'm gonna climb. Yeah, I died so many fucking times. Here, let me think of like chapter 1, right? The prologue, begin, right? Forsaken City. I didn't really get anything from the Forsaken City. That really make me think. Old site. Celestial Resort. Golden Ridge. I think it might mirror. I think maybe Mirror was one of the ones that really made me start thinking. Reflection. It was Mirrors, Reflection, and the Summit. I think were like the 3 chapters that really made me think about the theme Celeste was going for. Like I said, anxiety, depression, and a couple more that were relating to the journey of how I don't know if it's like a journey of how it is for trans. I gotta look it up more on Google, right? but that was the... What's the game called again? The game is called Celeste. Here. Celeste. See? I got the PS4 version. I don't know if there was a PS5 version of Celeste, but Celeste right here. That's what this game is called right here. And there was a couple more things, but I didn't know that today, and I found that super interesting because I was like, huh. You know, and this might sound fucked up, right? But I am so used, and maybe it's because I'm on the internet a lot, and because I know in IRL, like my area, not a lot of people like to throw that out there or are super crazy about it, right? But I am so used to how, you know, and this is where shit's gonna get dicey, but because it's really touchy for a lot of people, like, you know, people that are gay, that are trans, that are bisexual or non-binary, like, usually I am so used to all that shit being thrown in your face every 5 seconds. Like, I have grown accustomed to whenever there's an incident or something about that, right? I'm immediately thinking of, okay, it's thrown in my face all the time that, you know, they're gay and they're happy or whatever the fuck, or and all this other sort of stuff, right? It's thrown in my face, it feels like so much, to the point that became like my general outlook on the whole thing, right? Or not outlook on the whole thing, like I know there's a lot more to it, but it kind of hammered that perspective into my head that, you know, I'm gay and I'm proud and all this other sort of stuff that they would fucking say, right? Yeah, that's why I was then, and it just blew my mind finding that out today because, damn, usually anything that involves gays or transsexuals or transsexuals and non-binary people or whatever they could do in their game by their characters, by their designs, by their looks, their ideals on life, all that stuff would be thrown into the fucking game. You know, but from what I played of Celeste, which was chapters 1 through 7, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have not seen a lick of that shit in there. I'm gonna be so dead ass. Like, nothing suggesting it in the dialogue between characters, nothing about it in the actual levels and gameplay itself. And that really caught me off guard because when I found that out, it was unprecedented. It was fucking nuts that I'm like, wait, somebody made this and they're in that community and they're not a complete, you know, their brain just wasn't complete AWOL. Like, they made a product and didn't just 100% focus on that one theme to begin with for the entirety of the game, and actually focused on real issues like that people are going through, no matter what fucking what sex you are or going through. And they did it pretty damn good at that with some of the levels and how it goes. I'm just saying, like, that's a good fucking game. Kind of reminds me of Undertale, actually, too. Undertale was another game that was made that has a lot of LGBT in it, but doesn't really explore that a whole lot outside of, like, Undyne and Alphys and shit. So, kind of keeps all that shit to a minimum. And, damn, I like that shit, you know? Fuck. And maybe there's also other relationships in Undertale that are also like that, but just, you know, it's a whole thing. But anyways, I think I'm pretty damn good, you know? I'm feeling a little better after talking about all this and getting my thoughts out of my brain. I think I'm starting to sweat my ass off. I might be, because I'm wearing this shirt, and, I mean, I don't think it's that hot today, is it? I don't know, I don't care. I'm gonna go chill out. Um, Stop talking so goddamn much and you know, go do my own thing. Just kind of chill the fuck out. If y'all enjoyed this vlog, since I haven't vlogged in a minute, I apologize for that. You know, it's kind of funny. I always end up apologizing for vlogging and stuff or taking a long time away from vlogs. It's just that I get so distracted by playing so many different things that I don't really sit down and just feed y'all my thoughts anymore, you know? So y'all could reflect on it and maybe give feedback back to me about what I can change in my perspective or my mindset. I always just am so laser focused on my reviews of games or my playtime through games and all that other sort of stuff that I always forget what one of the most important things that I should do, what a lot of people should do, is talk about how they feel somewhere, or let y'all in a little bit in my headspace with what's going on up there at the moment. I keep forgetting to do that, and I remember I think I said I was going to try and do that more often, but then it kind of turned into something else. I mean, I can understand why I didn't do it more often a little bit because of how I, like, if you guys remember a couple months ago when I was doing these vlogs and like over like 10, 50 people would like fill my streams with random ass nonsense, and ruin my whole thing or whatever, and make the vlog kind of unenjoyable. That's probably one of the reasons why I stopped doing vlogs to begin with, because of all that weirdness about people telling me, like, go get a job or something or whatever, which that is a good talking point that I would love to discuss with you guys some other time, maybe in another vlog, actually. Why I feel like jobs are, people's mindsets on jobs and how they go about it is very wrong, and whatnot, and so on and so forth, and they should go about it a different way. I'd love to talk to you guys about that. But anyways, like I said, don't want to get too sidetracked. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go chill out, lay on the bed. I don't know about watching shit on PlayStation, but I know I'm going to probably be on my device and just kind of chill out, for the rest of the day. Let me know what you guys think about the videos that I uploaded today. Were they good? Were they bad? I don't know. You tell me. And, yeah, man, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.